Sekiro Shadow Die Twice is produced by From Softwares, published by Activision, and it was for PC, PS4, and Xbox One, released in March 2019. The ERSB rating of this game is mature 17 plus for intense violence, blood, and gore. As soon as the Sekiro was released, it was a huge hit with Soul-like game fans. In the same year, Sekiro was nominated for various awards and the Game of the Year at the 2019 TGA.
Sekiro.
Tonight, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice also wins Best Action Adventure Game.
The genre of this game is action-adventure and role-playing in third-person view. Sekiro was created by the father of Soul-like games, Hidetaka Miyazaki, the world well-known game design behind the Demon's Souls, Dark Souls series, and Bloodborne. Sekiro maintains the hardcore Soul-like game features, but also offers a different gameplay experience. The set is during the fictional Warring States period in Japan. The player takes on the role of one-armed ninja called Sekiro. More players like to regard Sekiro as a spirit sequel of Tenchu, which was originally released in 1998. Unlike From Software's own Soul series, instead of having the player create their own characters, Sekiro has a fixed appearance, and players cannot change him into other costumes or remove his trusty katana. However, players can customize the Sekiro Shinobi prosthetic arms or unlock different combat arts. Sekiro's Shinobi prosthetic is one of the core mechanics in the game. Players can install different weapons or tools on the prosthetic arms, like shuriken, Shinobi's firecrackers, unloaded umbrella, etc., to attack enemies or defense. Players also can use the grappling hook in the prosthetic arm to move fast between the building and explore in the map. For the combat system in Sekiro, players have to use the katana to attack the enemy's posture and balance, rather than merely attacking to whittle an enemy's health point. So if you can attack or defense enough to knock your opponents off balance, you deplete their posture bars. It opens them up a vicious critical strike, which will outright kill weaker enemies, but will need to execute multiple times on the elite enemies. If an enemy hits you enough to where they knock you off balance, depleting a posture, however, you will be knocked down and left very vulnerable to attack. Oh, by the way, when this appears about the Sekiro, the attack of the enemy is indefensible for the katana. You have to find a way to solve, like this. And there are also other versions of critical strikes, includes plunging death blows and stealth backstabs. And now for the dynamics of the Sekiro is that players can unlock skill trees and use relative combat arts combo to fight corresponding enemies. Players also allows using corresponding tools or weapons in the prosthetic arm to weaken specific enemies, or using different items to protect. For instance, players can set fire on the hairy enemies like Guardian Ape. Another example can be that players is catching sugar to be temporarily invisible for avoiding some unnecessary fights. Aesthetics in Sekiro includes fantasy, sensation, and challenge. Game designers intentionally have created an aesthetically fictional world. Players can feel the beauty of ancient Japan. In this gorgeous world, it will also bring the players a sense of terror somewhere in this game. Players will also satisfy the fantasy of becoming a shinobi in this game by using different ninja tools, using katana like a samurai, and completing the shinobi mission of protecting his master. Then, as any other Soul-like games, Sekiro also offers players an extreme challenge during the combat. In this game, players successfully learn how to write death in kanji. The player must die over and over again, gain experience, grow, and finally defeat the boss. The sense of achievement is unparalleled. That's why Soul-like games are so attractive. Sekiro is also a great game to play subversively due to its high degree of freedom in the combat system. For one of my subversion of Sekiro's traditional gameplay, I try to use Puppeteer's ninjutsu as much as possible in every battle. Once players equip this ninjutsu, and the player can let the enemy become partner after a stealth backstabs. And I try to do this in every stealth kill, so enemies will kill each other and I'll just watch behind. The subversive way does not change the dynamics, but change the aesthetics. It makes supposed tense and exciting battles turn into a hilarious sense. Using Puppeteer ninjas in every battle is hard but subversive and interesting. Furthermore, as you can see from the game title, players can die twice in the game, but I decide only die once or not die at all in the whole game playthrough. This is another way of playing this game subversively, which creates much more challenge to players and changes the dynamics as well. In conclusion, I definitely recommended this game to all players, but if you just play game for entertainment, then Sekiro perhaps is not for you because it highly requires game operation and reflection. However, if you are a player like Challenge or you like the Japanese ninja game genre, you will be absolutely attracted by this brilliant map design, beautiful game scene, and exciting combat experience. Thanks to watch this video and hope to see you again.